Randy here with Retire with Options. I just want to remind you that this is just my own personal journey and this is for fun and entertainment. If you're going to invest money in the stock market, please consult with your financial advisors because I will not be responsible for anything you do in the markets. So, with that said, let's kind of recap where I am for the year. Obviously, it's been a kind of a up and down year, and currently at year to date, I'm at 2.22% positive. That's not great, but hey, it's not negative anymore. So let's look at where that compares to other things in the market. This green line is the SPX, and the blue and red are actually purple, or other popular indices, and I seem to be beating them by just a little bit consistently over the year by just selling premium. So let's see. So in my last video, I was talking about selling my first AMZN Put, and I sold it for a little over $10. And it kind of went against me the very next day, but then it turned around. I'm selling them out 10 days, and so at the middle of last week, I was getting like Wednesday close to expiration. That put actually dropped down to 125. And I rolled it out to the next put for 1060, getting a nice little profit going there. So right now, the stocks that I actually own, I own 5 shares of Amazon, 200 shares of Johnson & Johnson, 150 shares of 3M, and my Apple shares, my 100 shares finally got called away. I knew they would, but I wasn't going to chase the call premium. It's just been on the rocket lately. You see, I have a lot of Apple puts in the queue to try to pick up some more shares, but it's run past those two. So these have all been good money makers. Selling it for $5.19, currently at 43. Selling for $7.64, currently at 196. Selling for $6.59, currently at 333. And probably what I'll do on Tuesday, I'm going to go in and put another put option on there for another 4-day put option. And I want to put it right at the money because I really do want to pick up another 100 shares. And I want to put it just below whatever the current price is. All my other options are liquidating themselves quite nicely. Facebook's liquidating. M&M. That was going to be a little trouble. No, that one was going fine. Home Depot, liquidating just fine. Yeah, so I put a June 12th 3M out there because I did have one that was kind of going backwards. I mean, I'm still a little underwater on this one. But there's plenty of time for it to come back, and if we get there, I'll just roll it out again. Netflix behaving nicely. Pepsi is a little upside down on that one. I'll look at it towards the end of the week. If it hasn't improved, I'll just extend it another week, sell it, buy this back, and sell it again. Procter and Gamble, yeah, it's kind of, let's just wait and see on it. I rolled it out from an earlier one because the earlier one was underwater, and so it gets me to June 5th to see what it happens. I was trying to build a position in T, but AT&T is doing better, and so all these are just melting away, which is good. I was on a chat board just this last week, and it was disturbing to hear someone say that they had lost $35,000 in options last year, and it's really hard to fathom that just because they didn't know what they were doing. So I'm willing at this time to have private one-on-one Zoom chats with people if they're interested in getting some specific coaching, because I would like to see more people be able to use this in their portfolios, because it really can be a safe way to add a considerable amount of equity to your portfolio. At the end of last year, I was up 47% in my portfolio doing the premium selling, and if it hadn't been for the pandemic, this year, I'm pretty sure I would be well on my way there, and I'm sure we'll make a pretty good run for it towards the end of the year. So if you have any questions or comments, put them down below. Like and subscribe if you would. And just let me know what you're interested in, and if any of this has value to you, so that I'll know whether to keep going with this or not. Because right now I seem to be talking just kind of a black hole out there, but it's just part of getting a channel going. Again, I'm not really looking to make this channel a monetized channel on YouTube. I'm just really looking for a few people that really want to learn how to do this stuff. And, I'm willing to work with you individually if need be, and I'll review your trades if you want. I won't take responsibility for them, but, you can bounce them off of me, and I'll tell you what I would or wouldn't do. And you just follow me along here too, and you can see how I do it. I'm no magician at this. It's really pretty basic on selling premium, especially put options. The easiest way is just pick a stock that you want to own anyway. Put your put price a little below that, so that way that if you're assigned the stock, you win. If you don't get assigned the stock, you win. If you want to just push it out, you can always roll them out, and the rollout always brings you a little more money. You just have to wait for it. And we can walk through examples like this on a one-on-one basis if you're interested. So just hit me up if you want in the chat, in the comments, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks.